Hi and welcome to Tech Talks. In this episode, I have the new model of Goodson Moza Slypod, the Slypod E. Let us just see what are the differences of both these Slypods. When we look at the packaging, the Slypod E is more compact and convenient to carry. But on the other hand, the Slypod has a very nice packaging with everything nicely fitting into the box. Inside the packaging of the Slypod E, we find a small tripod, a small sized adapter to screw in the tripod, a manual, and a quick mount adapter to be mounted on the top of the Slypod. And then of course the Slypod E. While in the box of the Slypod, we have a wooden handle in place of a smaller adapter, a pan and tilt head, a small tripod very similar to that of the Slypod E, and a quick mount adapter on which you can mount a ball head. But the clamp of both are a little different to each other. The body of Slypod is robust and made up of aluminium and weighs around 920 grams. If we look at the differences, apart from the packaging, with the Slypod E, you get this small sized adapter, while with the Slypod, you get this wooden handle. The Slypod is of carbon fiber body, which is of course 140 grams lighter than the E version. And third, the Slypod also has a pan head already with it. But in case of the E version, you can put any ball head and the purpose is solved. But this doesn't come complimentary with the Slypod E. But when we look at the price point, the Slypod comes at around 44,000 rupees in India, while the Slypod E is somewhere around 24,000 only. So just by adding up a ball head, we get the Slypod at a very nice price. So the E version here looks a little bit more lucrative. To set up the Slypod E, first we will have to put in place the adapter. Then on the adapter, you can attach the tripod. On the top side of the Slypod E, you can put on the quick mount adapter. To attach the quick mount adapter, you just have to clamp it in very carefully and then tighten. To take it out, you need to untighten the knob, pull the small button and simply slide out. On this quick mount adapter, you can then mount on any ball head, or even the gimbal can directly attach on this adapter. Let us check on the manual controls of the Slypod E. You can charge the Slypod by a C-type cable. As you can see, there is a silver button. As you long press, the Slypod E turns on. When you press the button 2 times, the Slypod stops at the current position, and if you press it thrice, the Slypod E retracts back and switches off. There is also a rubber button beside this with plus and minus symbols. On pressing this plus side, the Slypod E starts expanding, while as you press on the minus, the Slypod retracts back. The capacity of both the Slypod and the Slypod E are same. Vertically they can take the weight of 9 kilos and horizontally they can take till 4 kilos. The charging time of both are same and both can operate till 2 hours. The Slypod can be operated both manually and through the Moza Master app. As the Slypod E expands, the camera travels to 280 mm. And it can extend till a total length of 996 mm. The speed of this operation can be varied from 0.15 mm being the slowest speed to 28 mm per second being the top speed. To upgrade the firmware of this product, firstly you have to download the Moza Master app from Google Play Store. So once the app is downloaded, you have to switch on the Slypod and click on the application. In Moza Master app, you can find the Slypod and select it After a while, you can see the enter option. Now inside the application, you can see the firmware symbol, but before firmware upgrading, you must attach the Slypod E to a power outlet using a C-type cable. And then you have to initiate the firmware upgradation. Now the app mentions the Slypod firmware is upgradable. And as you confirm, the Slypod E firmware starts upgrading. So now you have to keep your mobile phone very close to the Slypod E so that the connection is not interrupted while the upgradation is happening. And while the upgradation is happening, you can see the LED indicator is blinking in green color. So now as you can see, the Slypod upgradation has already happened. So you will have to switch off and switch on, and then you will be able to control the Slypod E even with the Moza Master app. To do so, you have to switch on the Moza Master app and then you connect. It shows you to enter the Slypod, so you enter. And then go to the remote control and then you can start controlling with the app. The Slypod will start taking the position to which you assign through the app. You can also set the speed. We can see how easily the Slypod can be controlled using the app. There are several exciting modes like the acceleration mode, in which the speed of operation accelerates till the set speed. So this is a great tool for a lot of creative video making, for product shoots, for architectural documentaries, then let's say your pre-weddings, music video albums. So with so much of creative possibilities, let us just go and shoot with the new Slypod E.
Day we met, frozen, I held my breath. Right from the start, I knew that I'd found the home for my heart. Beats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave, how can I love when I'm afraid to fall, but watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. For 1,000 years, I love you for 1,000